Hi, welcome to Movie Synopsis. At the beginning, a gravedigger is shown, and he notices movement in a grave. A hand appears from the grave as he examines it while touching it. It presses his neck, but he cuts the hand with the help of the scissors nearby. Likewise, he was saved. Later, a school scene is shown and there is a prom function. The students were practicing for dance and a boy named Steven is shown. He was asking his friend to go with him to the prom night? But his friend had already made plans with someone else, so she refused and said she would go with her other friend. Steven becomes depressed after hearing this from his friend. Meanwhile, his friends arrive, who were sci-fi club members, and inform him about the meeting in the sci-fi club. They ask him to come. Then another girl is shown named Lindsay. A boy comes to her and asks her to go to the prom night. Firstly, she refuses and says, "You know I will dance with Jimmy." Here that boy was making fun of Jimmy while saying, "You know your friend is a pizza delivery boy, and he will take you in his pizza car. Do you want this?" After it, Jimmy is shown, who is taking everything as a fun. Because of this, his friend Lindsay breaks up with him. She refused to go with him to the prom night. Now she thinks of going with the boy who offered her before. Then the boy takes Lindsay with him at night. Before prom night, he has taken her to a graveyard near the town. There were the members of the sci-fi club and Steven was also with them. And they were finding the dead body of their friend's uncle who died during the Civil War. They reach his coffin, but it was empty. They get scared to see this, and suddenly, a dead body comes to them on the road. It attacks them because now it has been changed into a zombie. Everyone gets scared to see this, and runs from there. Meanwhile, Lindsay and her friend are shown in the car that stayed near the graveyard. Suddenly, zombies arrived and dragged her friend. Lindsay becomes frightened to see this. She gets surprised about what's going on. Meanwhile, the zombies have surrounded her car and ended her friend. On another side, the members of Sci-Fi Club were escaping. But then the gravedigger we see at the start ends those zombies and save them. The students understand this gravedigger already knew this. They ask why he didn't tell anyone about it. The gravedigger says, "I mind my own business. And if you want to end those zombies, you have to attack their head." The students were escaping and the dead people turning into zombies and appearing from the graves. On the other hand, Lindsay's car was surrounded by zombies, and they were trying to attack her. Suddenly, her car starts and she escapes and also saved the sci-fi members with her. Jimmy moves to a house for pizza delivery, but the house members were turned into zombies. That's why they were attacking Jimmy. Jimmy somehow runs and sees his friend while running on the way. He was hiding because of being frightened by zombies. Jimmy tries to help him, but his friend considers Jimmy is making fun of him. He starts beating him, and during this, two zombies escape in Jimmy's car. Many zombies were moving toward them. Jimmy's friend has a gun, so he starts shooting them and ends them. Steven's friend arrives and a zombie was about to attack her, but Jimmy's friend tries to shoot him. But there were no bullets now. Jimmy and his friend fought with zombies without weapons. They end them. Lindsay, along with sci-fi members, were trying to call the police. They couldn't contact the police and their car also gets damaged on the way. Lindsay finds Jimmy's car on the way. But there were zombies inside as they steal it, but Lindsay becomes happy to see it, as she doesn't know there were zombies instead of Jimmy in the car. When zombies emerge from the car, they seek refuge in a house. Meanwhile, Jimmy calls Lindsay and asks her to stay there until he comes to save her. Jimmy tries to reach Lindsay through sewerage with his friend. Moving from sewerage, he discovers a strange liquid gas is spread in the power plant of the sewerage. None knows about it. Zombies are shown attacking the members of the band club in the next scene. Then they discover zombies can't do anything when the music is turned on. They start playing the music there, and Jimmy has also reached Lindsay with his friend. Everyone was relieved to see each other and to know that they had all been saved. Later, they discover they are in a funeral home. Due to it, zombies were moving toward them. Meanwhile, a zombie in a coffin moved towards them and attacks them. Everyone was running to escape from him and reach a dark room. Zombies were trying to attack them, and they see a dead body when Steven's friend turns on the light. The dead body disappears when they were about to hit him, because the dead body was also changed into a zombie. Before they could understand anything, suddenly, the dead body attacks them, turning into a zombie. They were trying to escape, but another zombie arrives and attacks Jimmy's friend. Jimmy's friend becomes infected and turns into a zombie and attacks everyone. Jimmy attacks his friend with a rod and ends him. Now they try to call their classmates for helping them, but none was picking up their call. They understand that everyone is changed into a zombie. Jimmy asks his friend to compete with zombies. How long we will stay here? We have to face them. They take help from Steven's friend, who can run fast. They move from there while sitting in the car. But moving at a distance, the school coach punctures their car. He was considering them zombies. But the coach discovers there were students inside going to compete the zombies to the prom party. The coach decides to go with them, and also provides them weapons to compete with zombies. Now they leave with the coach and meet many zombies on the way. They were gathered there because of the band club, as they were playing band there. The coach ends zombies one by one. Due to it, the members of the band club were saved. Now they also decide to go with them. Reaching the prom party, they notice the people there are changed into zombies. Now they plan to blast a bomb in the school, with which all zombies will be ended. They were shutting the doors from all sides so none from zombies will move out. Meanwhile, they find some hidden people who were not infected yet. The coach has set the bomb in the school, but mistakenly the remote falls down, as there were many zombies downside and it was difficult for the coach to reach there. Jimmy decides to bring that remote. His friends were forbidding him, but he ignored them. The other friends of Jimmy were trying to escape, but suddenly, many zombies attack them. Jimmy was moving to get the remote when Lindsay appeared behind him and said, "I don't want to lose you. I want to live with you always." But zombies see Jimmy when he was trying to pick up the remote while reaching near it. Zombies try to reach them. Jimmy and Lindsay were competing with the zombies bravely and ending all zombies one by one. There were a lot of zombies and they were moving toward them. Meanwhile, the band club turns its music on. Due to it, zombies stop. Jimmy and Lindsay were trying to find out the remote while dancing. Steven is shown with his friend, who takes him to the washroom and shows Steven that she is infected. Steven gets scared to see this, but his friend forbids him to tell this to anyone. She hugs her friend, and in doing this, she changes into a zombie. She bites Steven badly. Due to it, Steven also becomes infected. Jimmy also finds the remote, but suddenly, a zombie steps on the plug shoe. Due to it, the plug wire comes out and the music stops and zombies come back in their position. Now they were again trying to attack them, but they hide while escaping from zombies. Meanwhile, a zombie without head arrives, and he is the one who wanted Lindsay to go with him on prom night. He saw them there, but Lindsay was attacking his head repeatedly. She ends him, and the band club somehow reaches the plug wire and again start playing the band while putting the plug shoe. Steven was with his friend in the washroom and they were changed into zombies. They eat each other brutally. And Jimmy also found the remote from the prom party. Now he tries to move out with Lindsay and his other friends. Zombies were also chasing them as the music was turned off. Zombies have caught one of their friends and eaten him brutally. Meanwhile, a zombie attacked Jimmy and Lindsay gives him an axe. Then he hits his head with that axe and leaves with Lindsay through the window. Jimmy's friends have come out of the school. Now Jimmy presses the remote's button. Zombies inside the school were ended in the blast. Now they have understood the dead ones were changing into zombies. Because of the poisonous gas emitted by the power plant near the cemetery. They decide to destroy the power plant. Later, they leave from there. The gravedigger is shown at the last of the movie. We saw him at the start and he came there to get the dead bodies of zombies. So he will bury them again. This movie concludes here.